Today's story that we're going to talk about is called Giraffes Can't Dance. I wore my giraffe shirt today, so it kind of went along with the story. So if you have any really cool animal shirts to wear, you should put it on because it goes with the theme of our story.
First, what we're going to do today is talk about some yes and no questions, and then we're going to look at words that rhyme. Do parrots have beaks? Yes or no? Tell your adult your answer. The answer is yes. Do cheetahs have wings? Yes or no? No, they don't have wings. Do crocodiles eat ice cream? Yes or no? No, they don't eat ice cream. Do these words rhyme? Want, moon. Do they sound the same at the end of the word? Want, moon. No, they do not rhyme. Do these words rhyme? Trees, knees. Do they sound the same at the end of the word? Trees, knees. Yes, they rhyme. Do these words rhyme? Bad, sad. Yes, they rhyme. Next, we are going to look at some of the vocabulary in the story. The animals that we see live in the jungle, or you may see them at the zoo. This is an elephant. An elephant has a long trunk. Giraffe. A giraffe has a long neck. Zebra. A zebra has black and white stripes. Lion. A lion has fur around its face that is called a mane. Crocodile. Crocodiles have sharp teeth. Monkey. A monkey lives in a tree and eats bananas. Hippopotamus. A hippopotamus lives in the water. Flamingo. A flamingo has wings, but they do not fly. Snake. A snake is long and slithers on the ground. Our story for today is Giraffes Can't Dance. Open the book. Turn the page. Giraffes Can't Dance by Giles Andrade, illustrated by Guy Parker Rees. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Poor Gerald, he falls down when he tries to run. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. Look at all of these different jungle animals. The warthog started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and roll. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel. And 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor. But the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald!" the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool! Oh, Gerald, you're so weird!" I wonder how that made Gerald feel. That would make me feel very sad. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot." So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on. "But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." Gerald looks happy now. "Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to." With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hoofs had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. Check him out. I'm going to predict that he is going to start to dance. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald's doing lots of cool dance tricks. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. "I am dancing! Yes, I'm dancing! I am dancing!" Gerald cried. He looked so happy. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him, quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen!" All the animals are watching. "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." Where did the animals in this story live? The jungle or the desert? They live in the jungle. Why was Gerald sad on the day of the jungle dance? He was bad at dancing. He missed his mom. He was bad at dancing. What happened at first when Gerald tried to dance? He hung his head down or his knees buckled? His knees buckled. What did Gerald do when the animals teased him? He cried. He froze. He froze. Who helped Gerald? A cricket or a kangaroo? A cricket. What did the cricket play? A violin? A xylophone? He played a violin. Why did the animals come to watch Gerald in the clearing? He was a good dancer. He was funny. They came to watch him because he was a good dancer. The last activity we're going to do is to tell your adult if you liked the story or did not like the story. Here is my example.
What was your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story was when Gerald was able to dance all on his own and he was so proud of himself. That made me feel good.
All right, friends, that's all we have for Miss B's Book Corner today. What I want you to do is go and play freeze dance and dance just like Gerald did in the story. I'll see you soon. Bye.